Welcome to Tenerife. It's about 1,500 metres from the ship to the city, following the blue line again, like in La Palma. Near the harbour is the Plaza España, and this monument commemorates the dead in the Spanish Civil War. Almost disguised as an eco-garden, the tourist information is the other side of the lake from the monument.
If you want to stay in Santa Cruz, there's a hop-on, hop-off bus, or adventure left from the port along the front.
We're going to find a tram stop. We're going on a little bus adventure, and I've just seen a beautiful old church with a mixture of modern graffiti behind me. Tickets are $1.30, so we're going to get our tram tickets. We're on our way to La Trinidad. Half an hour by tram from Santa Cruz to Trinidad. The old town is called La Laguna, and the tourist office is in this beautiful building here. We're walking through La Laguna and we found Calle San Agustin, which is the main street. All these houses have beautiful courtyards. This one, Casa Montanes, is currently the headquarters of the Canarian Government Advisory Council. We're going to see Cristina de Vere's Art Foundation. He was born in Tenerife and he's still alive today. This beautiful 18th century house has been turned into an art museum. The benches are incredibly detailed, and look at the ceiling. Every house has something special. This is a view of Don Quixote. As you walk in, the narration starts. There are silhouettes of Don Quixote and a narration of chapters in his life. This is all about the terrible incident of the windmills. Amazing! Oh, this is the death of Don Quixote. This is an absolutely incredible street. This is the house of the Jesuits, and it has a female art display. Salazar House is a cultural heritage building. This church was built in 1506 by Augustinian friars. San Agustin Street in La Laguna has been amazing. Most of the places are free to go in. And now I'm going to continue on my bus adventure. Hope the sun comes out again. So now we're leaving La Laguna and getting the 102 to Porta De La Cruz. If you find it hard to spot the sign for the Botanical Gardens, you'll find it easy to spot the orange dome on the shopping centre opposite. Hola. The Botanical Gardens are soon going to be 3 times the size. They're amazing. You should have a look. It's only €3 to come in. It's fantastic value for money. Opens 9 o'clock in the morning and closes at 6 o'clock at night. On the walk down from the Botanical Gardens to Porta De La Cruz, there are some unusual little shopping outlets. There's Heidi's Boutique in Kitzbühel, one of my favourite Austrian resorts. See our film on it. After the Botanical Gardens, opposite a Cesar garage, and before you go down the hill to Porta De La Cruz, are the Orchid Gardens. The wonderful aroma hits you before you get to the gardens. Agatha Christie and William Wilde, Oscar's father, both stayed here. The Orchid Gardens open from 9 till 6. It's €4.75 to get in, and there's a cafe bar, well worth a visit. We've arrived in Porta De La Cruz, which is an important tourist town. The journey from Laguna was 30 minutes. The beach is popular because we're out of season and it's quite crowded. It's the black volcanic sand that Tenerife is famous for. This is really interesting. There's all these little piles of rocks and they look as though they've just been artistically placed. If you walk along the seawall, be prepared to get wet on this dramatic coastline. The lighthouse actually looks like a piece of modern art. The sea is so rough, but the bays are protected, and if you want to go swimming, it's an ideal place to watch your children. She's just caught some fish. The tourist office in Puerto De La Cruz is in Plaza de Europa. In the tourist office there's a weather forecast as to what the weather's like up in the volcano. So it's 10 degrees at the moment and tomorrow it's raining, so it's probably useful when you're planning a trip. Good job we're not driving. This is a small beer. One of the features of Puerto De La Cruz is La Promenade, and this part of the promenade has been built to look like a fortress. There's a nice little bay round there. There are plenty of great places to eat and overlook the sea. I'd hate to see it when it's angry. As souvenirs go, this is quite unusual. You can take home your own cactus or banana plant. I'd kill it, so there's no point. There's loads to do here. You can do a medieval adventure, you can go to Siam Park, it's a water kingdom, you can go up the volcano, you can take a Segway tour, you can do a VIP tour all around the island, you can take out quad bikes, you can go up the mountain on them, or you can do a camel ride. We do love a bus garage in Doris Visits, and from Santa Cruz bus garage you can go anywhere, and it's opposite the Corte Inglés. Below the bus garage is a metro station. It's just up from Tenerife's auditorium in Constitution Avenue. It's a work by architect Santiago Calatrava Valls. Its construction started in 1997 and finished in 2003. Just behind the Tenerife Auditorium is the castle. San Juan Castle is a circular fortress cut in the quarry. It's also known as the Black Castle due to its construction in 1641 in the Cove of Black. It was restored in 1965 by a military man called Alessandro de Los Angeles. If you fancy a day of relaxation, right next to the Tenerife Auditorium is the Cesar Manrique Maritime Park. It's a complex of 22,000 square metres with swimming pools of seawater, solariums, gardens, leisure equipment, restaurants, coffee shops and bars. Open every day of the year. I've decided that next time we come here, this is where Doris is going to spend her day. Behind me is the original bridge and drawbridge known as the Bridge of Spheres that takes you out to the castle. The nearest beach to the ship, you can hire a sunbed for €3, an umbrella for €2, and for about €2 each we got the bus to Porta del Carmen, which is this gorgeous little port. The old fishing village is now a marina and it has a different kind of charm. This is a lovely little cove, perfect for families. Porta del Carmen is the main tourist area in Lanzarote.